in the center of Ukraine at Mikhailovskaya Square, where a Say No to Putin protest is currently taking place. Now, this protest has been...
No to Putin.
You can hear them chanting now.
Say no to Putin.
Say no to Putin! Say no to Putin! Say no to Putin!
This protest has been organized by the movement of resistance against capitulation. And what the protesters gathered here are saying is they do not want to negotiate with Russia about Donbass. What they do want, they say, is closer ties with Europe. We'll show you some of the posters that you've got from people who have turned out here, all of them saying the same thing, to say no to Putin. Now, this protest is coming ahead of a week of very important diplomatic talks that will be taking place. On Monday, you've got the Deputy Secretary for the United States meeting with Russian officials to discuss the situation right now. You've later in the week got meetings with NATO and Russian officials. Those Russian officials expected to press for some security guarantees, but Russian officials have already said they don't like the signals that are coming from the United States. And so there is some concern that Russia might use any failure at those talks that are going to happen next week as a pretext for further escalatory action.
Ukraine is under the biggest threat of Russian aggression right now, and the Ukrainian community must mobilize itself. We see the negotiations that are taking place now and the meetings on different levels. And Russia is trying to squeeze from the West implementation of its own agreements. Russia wants to make all the world to agree with the position of the Kremlin.
I'm afraid Russia will attack because Russia has increased its army on the border with Ukraine and because this is the 8th year of war with Russia.
Since 2014, we stopped being afraid. Our bags are packed and the guns are ready.
With Russian troops stationed right on Ukraine's border, there is absolutely no doubt that right now is one of the most perilous moments for Europe since the end of the Cold War, and an incredibly important moment for Ukraine.